Hello everyone, let's practice IELTS General Writing Module.
Let's begin with task 1, letter writing. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. Your next door neighbor often listens to loud music late at night. Because of the loud music, you often have problems sleeping. Write a letter to the authority of the building. In your letter, describe the situation, explain the problems it is causing you, propose a solution to the problem, write at least 150 words. You do not need to write any addresses. Begin your letter as follows. Dear Sir or Madam, understand the question. The letter asks you to describe the situation, what is happening and when it usually happens. Explain the problems, how it's affecting your sleep, routine or work. Propose a solution, what you want the authority to do about it. Since the task does not specify the tone, you should use a formal style because you're writing to an authority. Plan your structure. Here's an ideal structure for this task. Opening. Greet and introduce the purpose of your letter. Paragraph 1. Describe the situation clearly. Paragraph 2. Explain the problems caused. Paragraph 3. Suggest a reasonable solution. Closing. End politely, showing hope for a quick resolution. Dear Sir or Madam, I am writing to bring to your attention a recurring problem with my neighbor in apartment 5B, who often plays loud music late at night. This has been happening almost every evening for the past 2 weeks, especially after 10 p.m. The noise has become a serious disturbance as I find it difficult to fall asleep on time. As a result, I feel exhausted during the day and struggle to concentrate at work. Despite speaking to my neighbor politely, the situation has not improved. I would appreciate it if you could intervene and remind the tenant about the building's quiet hours. If necessary, you might consider issuing a formal notice so that this issue is resolved permanently. Thank you for your attention and assistance. I hope this matter can be addressed soon. Yours faithful, Kyra. Next task 2, you should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Some people believe that reading stories from a book is better than watching TV or playing computer games for children. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Write at least 250 words. First, let's brainstorm. The key comparison is reading stories from a book, watching TV, playing computer games. Possible benefits of reading books for children: improves imagination and creativity, develops vocabulary and language skills, increases concentration and attention span, encourages a love of learning and reading habits. Possible drawbacks of too much TV games: passive screen time, less thinking, can reduce attention span, may expose children to violence or inappropriate content, can reduce time for homework, sleep or physical activity. However, we can also think of positive points of TV games. Educational programs can teach science, history, languages. Some games improve problem solving and coordination. Interactive content can keep children engaged. Now, for a high band score, the opinion must be clear. 2 common approaches. Strongly agree. Reading is much better overall. Partly agree. Reading is better in general, but TV games can be beneficial if used in moderation. Now let's look at a sample answer that could score in the 8 to 9 band range. Many people argue that reading storybooks is more beneficial for children than watching television or playing computer games. Personally, it is agreed that books offer greater advantages overall, although certain types of screen-based activities can also be helpful when used in moderation. To begin with, reading stories from a book plays a crucial role in the development of children's language and thinking skills. When young learners read, they must actively imagine the characters, settings, and events, which stimulates their creativity and trains them to concentrate for longer periods of time. In addition, regular reading exposes them to a wide range of vocabulary and sentence structures, something that directly improves their speaking and writing ability at school. For example, children who read fiction frequently often perform better in subjects such as English and social studies, where comprehension and expression are essential. By contrast, spending excessive time in front of a screen can create several problems. Many television programs and computer games are designed mainly for entertainment and offer fast-moving, highly stimulating content. As a result, children may become impatient with slower, more demanding activities like reading or doing homework. Furthermore, some games contain violence or other inappropriate material, which can negatively influence a child's behavior and emotional development if not properly supervised by parents. However, it would be unrealistic to claim that all TV programs and games are harmful. Educational channels can introduce children to topics such as science, history, and wildlife in a visually engaging way, while certain interactive games can improve skills like problem solving and hand-eye coordination. The key point is that these tools should be used in a controlled manner for a limited time each day and ideally supported by guidance from adults. In conclusion, although television and computer games can provide some educational benefits, reading storybooks is generally a more effective activity for children's overall intellectual and linguistic growth. Therefore, parents and teachers should prioritize reading while allowing carefully selected screen-based content as a supplement rather than a replacement.